Welcome to the Connections Coach Training. My name is Kayla, and I want to start by simply saying thank you. Thank you for saying yes. We are so grateful for your willingness to invest in and develop our Connections leaders. Relationships are at the center of everything we do in the community ministry. We truly believe there's power in connecting people with Jesus and with one another. And we live this out during the week through life groups and local missions, and on the weekend through the Get Connected space. The Get Connected space is an intentional area in our lobby where we guide our attenders to take their best next step as they follow Jesus and serve in our church. It's where conversations turn into connections and connections turn into belonging. As a connections coach, you'll create a culture of belonging, growth, and discipleship within our team of connections leaders. Your leadership and investment strengthens their confidence and increases their effectiveness. And because of you, the Get Connected space truly fulfills its purpose: to be a place where people are not only welcomed, but are also connected into life-changing community. Connections coaches build relationships with connections leaders, guiding and supporting them in 3 key areas. The first is onboarding, as you help your leaders get started. The second, discipling, as you help your leaders deepen their faith. And the third, developing, as you help your leaders bring their very best. In this training, we'll take a closer look at each of these areas and how you will support them as a coach. There will also be opportunities to pause and discuss these areas with your community pastor. Let's get started. Onboarding is our process for bringing new connections leaders onto the team. And as a coach, you'll get to play a key role in helping each leader feel clear, confident, and supported as they begin serving. First, you'll help them understand the vision for the Get Connected space and the important role that they get to play in guiding attenders to take their next step in their journey of following Jesus and serving within our church. Our connections leaders invite attenders into conversations that can ultimately lead to life-changing community. Next, you'll help them understand the expectations and best practices of this role as they begin to serve. There are 3 serving expectations for our connections leaders. The first, serve consistently. The second, be timely. And the third, show up ready. The Connections Leader Onboarding Guide outlines the best practices and next steps to help them get started. Now, onboarding may look a little different at each Life.Church location, so you'll get to partner closely with your community pastor to understand what that process looks like at your campus. Spend a few minutes talking with your community pastor about the questions on screen. Once a connections leader is onboarded, you'll have the opportunity to help them grow as both a follower of Jesus and as a leader. And this happens through discipleship and development. Let's start by talking about discipleship. At Life.Church, we define discipleship as the lifelong, relentless pursuit of Jesus' way of living through being with him and becoming like him. As you build relationships with the leaders under your care, you'll have the opportunity to invest in them as they follow Jesus. A few practical ways you might do this include praying with your leaders, encouraging them toward their next spiritual step, sharing what God is teaching you, and hosting a Bible plan together in the Bible app. You'll get to use spiritual discernment to recognize when someone needs encouragement, care, or an extra conversation. And when appropriate, you'll partner with your community pastor to ensure each leader feels supported and cared for. You'll also help connections leaders bring their best by growing their skills through development. Think of this as the intentional opportunity to help them develop as a leader, grow in their self-awareness, and lead with confidence. A few practical ways you might develop your leaders include asking intentional questions, celebrating wins or reinforcing what they're doing well, and identifying opportunities to strengthen their leadership. Development isn't about perfection. It's about progress, with the ultimate goal of helping leaders feel confident in their role. Discipleship and development both happen through trusted relationships. So take a few minutes to pause and talk about these topics with your community pastor. The Get Connected space comes to life on the weekend as Connections leaders engage with and invite attenders to identify their best next step before and after each service. They play a key role in building a strong culture of community and discipleship. As a Connections coach, the best way for you to connect with and coach the leaders under your care is by serving side by side each weekend. You can also connect outside of the weekend through text or additional conversations as you build those trusted relationships. There are 3 key actions expected of every Connections coach. The first, connect consistently. The second, care genuinely. And the third, resource appropriately. Let's break these down. First, you'll connect consistently. Your consistency in serving on the weekend will create a natural opportunity for you to connect with the leaders you serve. Connecting consistently week after week builds reliability, reinforces presence, and strengthens relationships. Second, you'll care genuinely. Taking time to learn more about their stories, families, and faith journeys is a powerful way to ensure that your leaders feel seen, valued, and encouraged. Be intentional each week to follow up on what you learned the previous weekend, as this builds trust and shows you truly do care genuinely. And finally, you'll resource appropriately. As you get to know your leaders, you'll be able to identify unique ways to encourage their growth as a leader and as a follower of Jesus. We have different tools, tips, and training you can share that can strengthen their confidence and skills. Through steady, weekend-centered relationships, you help create a culture where leaders don't just serve, they grow. Here are some tangible ways you'll do this during a weekend experience. Before service, you'll get to personally check in with each leader, pray together, clarify any focus points or updates, or maybe help set the tone of warmth and readiness. During the service, you and your leaders will have time to connect relationally. You'll get to sit with a leader and ask how they're doing. Maybe follow up on some prayer requests, encourage them spiritually, and have meaningful conversations about their growth. After the service, when leaders are interacting with attenders, you'll get to observe interactions from a supportive posture. You'll get to affirm what they're doing well and maybe offer small, practical coaching moments when appropriate. And you'll always celebrate meaningful conversations and next steps. Each campus might have their own set of additional expectations or rhythms for their Connections coaches. Use the next few minutes to talk about those expectations. As a Connections coach, you are truly an extension of our pastoral team, and we could not do what we do without you. You were invited into this role because you've demonstrated faithfulness, maturity, and a genuine heart to support and develop others. We're excited for you to help us create a strong culture of belonging, growth, and connection within the Get Connected space. Our mission at Life.Church is to lead people to become fully devoted followers of Christ. And through your leadership and investment, we'll continue to lead our church to follow Jesus and love our neighbors through the power of community. We are so grateful for who you are and how you lead. And don't forget, your community team is here to support you every step of the way.